This is the Victory 2.4 gigahertz. Sort of like a short course truck, it appears. Now, in my personal opinion, this looks a lot like something that might be an offshoot of a Subotech. So let's open her up and see what we have here. I don't really see like a specific name on this thing. It just says Victory. But inside the box, this is a really nice looking truck. So let's get her unpacked. Take these things off here at the bottom. And there's one more, so there'll be 3 of these fasteners on here. Nice little background. And here's your truck. Right. And then you have your, they give you this instruction manual with a screwdriver. And then inside the box, you'll have your radio. Now, and this is another reason why I say this is like a Subotech, because it's just the design of it in general. Here, hang on a second here. Having a little trouble getting this receiver out, so let's cut this here. And this will be your charger. And then, but they really got this thing in here pretty good. Wow. Okay, let's try to go in it from the bottom. Okay, that's in there pretty tight. So this is your radio, and that's another reason why I say this reminds me of the Subotech stuff, because if you look at the radio, this literally looks just like the radios that you get with your Subotech. And then if you look at the design of it, you know, the design of the tires in particular, you know, this is like trademark of your Subotech. And there's no specific name on it once again, other than you know, Victory and Exceed and then Transcend, and you know, so we're gonna call this the Exceed Transcend. Okay, now let's take a look under the hood here. Got your 3 clips, your shell clips. Now, be careful when you take that hood off, because there's some lights connected to it up here on the light bar, and then these are wired in here. So be careful when you take that off. But this is pretty much what you get. I'm gonna sit this down, and we'll zoom in a little. Okay. See, that's where your the lights for your light bar are going to be connected. So again, be very, very careful. Now this is just like a well, just beneath hobby grade type truck, but I have had like a lot of fun with the Subotech type trucks. They're really fast. Now this is supposed to be a 1/16 scale size, and as you can see here, she has some nice shocks on it. Let's see if we can get in here. Although there's like not a lot of give in there at all. So, but in the front, it seems to, hang on, let's look at the front. Let's see. The front seems to have a little bit more of a suspension give than the rear. So let's take a look at that there. So in the front, you know, you got a little give there. And then in the rear, there's not much at all. Now the battery will be located at the bottom of the vehicle, and it runs on a 4.8 volt, 500 milliamp NiCad battery. See if we can get that in view here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and plug it up, and then we're gonna cut on our power switch here and take a look at the lights. And here she is turned on with her lights. Now it doesn't have proportional steering. This is pretty much all you're gonna get right here. But it does have proportional driving. So that's pretty cool. Now the battery hasn't been charged yet, but I do want to take her out and see how she runs a little bit. So let's see how we can do with the battery the way it is. Let's just do a quick test run real quick. I actually did charge it up a little bit, but it was like really dead. As you can see, it doesn't really do too well on the grass. Let's see if it can climb this hill. It's struggling. So yeah, the grass performance, not too great. Not too great at all. Yeah, that's like really struggling. So let's see how it does on the pavement. Do we have any more luck? Yeah. That's not too bad. Like I say, this is like a toy grade truck, so. And it doesn't have a full charge, but oh, okay, it can get out. Yeah, it's not that fast. At least on the sidewalk. Let's see if it do a drive-by. So yeah, this is like strictly toy grade. Not much speed. And as you can see, the grass performance is horrible. Whoa. And that's, you know, unfortunate considering. But I don't think it was intended for off-road, you know. This is more like a short course truck. Nice little toy for the kids, you know. Even the big kids. Yeah, it's barely, yeah, it made it. Yeah, so, and you don't have like the trim on your radio or anything like that. All the trim is underneath it. So, you know, we got her out. Got to look at her. Nice looking. I would venture to say that you could probably, if you're one of those guys that like to tinker, you could probably put a better motor in here. I don't see why you couldn't. It's already a 2.4 gigahertz, so it'll just be an issue of, you know, just checking out to see how the motor is on the board on here. Okay, I think that about shows enough of it. Let's take her in and park her. Now. All right. Thank you for joining me on this unboxing and review and test drive on the Exceed Transcend truck. Ring, 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 ring. Music is my